Is NIO stock a buy right now after it went up 209.58% since March? Is it really the next Tesla stock? Hello guys, for today's video I will be analyzing NIO stock, their fundamentals and valuations. This was a suggestion from a subscriber, and because of that, if you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button since it really helps my channel out. Also, I do want to say that I do not own any EV stock at the moment. No NIO, no Nikola, and no Tesla stock. Let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are about this company and if you own their stock. As you all know, NIO is a Chinese electric vehicle company that currently offers two models, the ES8 and the ES6, and have plans to launch their third model later this year. It is currently trading at a price of $7.30 per share and has a market cap of $8.3 billion. NIO's 52-week price range is actually pretty large, having its lowest point at $1.19 and highest at $7.90. They already reported their earnings for Q1 2020, which ended on March 31st, and something that really impressed me were not those results, but their most recent press release, and you're going to see why. In Q1, they had a total revenue of $193.8 million, which is a huge decrease of 51.8% in comparison with last quarter, but on the vehicle market, Q1 is normally the slowest one. So comparing it with the Q1 of 2019, it is still a decrease of 15.9%. Their vehicle sales was $177.3 million, which is an 18.2% decrease from the same period last year. But take into consideration that the Chinese economy has slowed down a lot and they got affected by the virus way before than the US did. Now, something that investors really like to see on these electric vehicle companies is their production and delivery numbers, because that is what tells us if they are in the right path to profitability or not. They delivered only 3,832 vehicles for the first quarter, which is a decrease of 53% since last quarter and 3.8% compared with the same quarter last year. 3,643 were from the model ES6 and only 195 from the model ES8. But before going to their net loss and balance sheet, I wanted to show you guys what really impressed me the most. They already announced their sales for April and May. In April, they delivered 3,155 vehicles, which is an increase of 105.8% month over month and 180.7% year over year, and 3,436 deliveries in May, achieving record high on a monthly basis. Basically, their sales increased 41.7% in the last 2 months in comparison to the whole Q1 2020. They almost sold on a monthly basis what they sold for the whole first quarter. That is a huge acceleration in growth. Now, their cost of goods sold was $217.4 million, which is very, very high, and had a net loss of $243.3 million. Something that I do not like a lot, and I think it is a red flag, and something you have to take into consideration, is their balance sheet. As of March 31st, they had a total of $388.57 million in cash, which is not that good because they are burning a lot of cash, as you can see. They had a loss of $243 million and only have $388.5 million in cash. The question is, how long can they last if they continue like that? I mean, if they do not continue raising capital, they could easily go bankrupt in few quarters. But that is something that they definitely noticed and started raising capital. How? Well, first, they got into an agreement with investors. These investors will invest 7 billion RMB, which is almost $1 billion in cash for 24.1% of the company, which will be used for research and operation and further expansion. So right now, NIO only holds 75.9% of their equity and strategic investors the remaining 24.1%. By selling 24.1% of their company for $1 billion, they are basically setting their company at a valuation of $4.15 billion. Still, this investment will close during the current quarter. Also, NIO issued 72 million shares at a price of $5.95 to be able to raise $428 million. And I mean, they really need to continue doing that. This will help them increase their liquidity, but it will hurt their shareholders by diluting their shares, meaning that they're now worth less. This stock offering also shows us that it might not be the only offering at the moment, because they can easily continue burning the same amount of cash quarter over quarter, and they will need cash to avoid going bankrupt. Take into consideration that electric vehicle market is very expensive because of the amount of research companies have to do. As I said in my Nikola video, Tesla has been raising a lot of money, and I expect any other EV company to do the same. If we compare NIO with some of other companies in this market, NIO has a market cap of $8.3 billion, and the leader, the giant in the industry, is Tesla, and has a market cap of $186.96 billion. I know NIO does not have the same amount of technology and research that Tesla has, and that is why Tesla is the giant in the industry, but it is their direct competitor. And last but not least, their very new competitor, Nikola Motors, with a market cap of $24.97 billion. And yes, before someone says something, I know Nikola is not a direct competitor because they are focusing on trucks, but they are entering into the electric vehicle market as well with their Nikola Badger. And also, their founder compares himself with Elon Musk and compares their company as well. So they have some type of competition. Now, if you're someone that believes that Nikola Motors' current valuation is good and you invested in the company, like many other people did and commented in my video, then NIO is going to be an awesome investment for you as well. If you ask me, I would prefer to invest in Tesla and NIO because they already have production and delivery of their products. And even though Tesla has proven way more things than NIO is in the right path, and if they make the right decisions, they are going to be a very well company and a huge investment for us. Why did the stock go up big in the last 2 months? Well, basically because of their sales updates in April and May, which kind of proves that the stock might be a very good investment. Second, analysts upgraded the stock from sell to hold and from bearish to neutral. Also, analysts are expecting a huge growth in their revenue of 71.5% for 2020 and 52.5% for 2021. And also are expecting NIO to be almost profitable by 2021. As I always say, you need to know the risk involved in investing in this company. For NIO, we have some of them. First, it is a Chinese company, and a lot of people do not like to invest in Chinese companies like Alibaba because they are not regulated by US laws, and fraud could occur as it happened with Luckin Coffee. Also, when you invest in a Chinese company, you are not investing directly in their company since they are an American depository receipt, as I explained in my Alibaba video as well. Then any regulation can hurt the company and your investments, and obviously the competition that they are facing with Tesla, since Tesla is thriving in China. Now, a lot of investors are very bullish in this stock. They are expecting that in the next 12 months it can go as high as $89.08 and median point of $30, low point of $7.03. In my opinion, NIO still has a long road in front of them. As I said, the EV market needs a lot of research so they can fix any problem they can face, like it happened with their batteries last year, where they had to recall 5,000 of their SUVs because of battery fire. Also, any other company in this industry needs to have a lot of cash or very good abilities to raise capital, as Elon Musk has been doing, because every single mistake costs you a lot of money, and the technology used by these companies in their car for research and improvements are very expensive as well. The good thing is that they are already producing and delivering vehicles, which is already a huge step, and it's kind of proving that it might be a very good investment because of their current accelerated growth. If you ask me, NIO might be at a very good price right now and might get a little bit overvalued in the near future. I do have to say that I am going to play it safe, and I'm going to wait until their next quarter report in August or September to have a clearer view of how they are managing their cash, if they are still burning a lot of money or almost all their cash that they have available. Even though we already have a small overview of how their sales are going, I do want to see the growth in their revenue in the next quarter. Maybe I will start a small position, very small position in my portfolio right now, and then after the quarter report invest even more if everything looks right for me. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor and always say that you all should do your due diligence before investing, but I do recommend you guys that if you decide to invest in this company, try to create a position size that you are very comfortable with, and if it ever goes back to $1 per share, you're not going bankrupt. I am saying this because it is impossible to know what is going to happen in the future with this company at so early stages. I would like to know if you own NIO stock or are planning to do so, and also if you are invested in any other EV company. Do not forget to subscribe and smash that like button since it really helped my channel. Thank you and see you next time.